Vicarage Road rises for Leicester City and Watford. Match 31 of this extraordinary championship season for the Foxes. They go in search of win number 24. Watford haven't won here in the league since November. They sit only 4 points off the final playoff place though. And as we know with these two clubs, it is often dramatic when they meet. The famous Z Cars greets the two sets of players as they make the walk across the pitch for the pre-match pictures. And Tony Cottee, it looked pretty empty 5 or so minutes ago, but barely a spare seat in the house now. The Watford flags are flying, and this will be a difficult one for Leicester.
Absolutely, Chris. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, looking forward to the game, really am. And you're quite right. I was thinking, is anyone coming today? And all of a sudden, in the last 5 minutes, everyone's arrived into their seats. And it's actually a really good ground. I remember a couple of times playing here. It's a really good atmosphere, good ground to play at. And I've got to say, the pitch looks absolutely fantastic. As they used to say, Chris, if you can't play on this, you can't play on any pitch.
Heavy rain this morning, then sunshine. Now it's grey in this part of Hertfordshire. Couple of hours down the M1, not the longest trip for the Leicester supporters, and they come in buoyant mood, of course. Team news for Leicester as they break from their huddle and run over towards the Vicarage Road end to applaud the travelling supporters. The team news is very interesting. 3 changes from Stoke. A full league debut for Ben Nelson in place of the injured Yannick Vestergaard. Dennis Pratt comes in for just his second start and his first since August. And James Justin also returns to the Foxes 11. Steffi Mavididi, one of those who drops to the bench. So the Leicester 11, Hermansen in goal, Ricardo, Nelson, Fass and Justin the back 4. Winks, Dewsbury Hall and Pratt in midfield. Fatawu and McAteer either side of the man in form, Patson, Daka. On the bench for Leicester, Dulacic, Cody, Doyle, Vardy, Mavididi, Chowdhury, Cannon, Yunus and Alves. Ricardo is stood in the centre circle now next to the referee Oliver Langford and his assistants and the Watford captain Wesley Hood. The Foxes have made 4 changes from an FA Cup replay loss at Southampton in midweek. January signing Emmanuel Dennis is still on the bench for them. In come Ben Hamer, the goalkeeper, Jamal Lewis, Jake Livermore and Vakun Bayo up front. They'll have a similar lineup to Leicester in terms of formation. Hamer in goal, Deli Bashiru, Porteous, Hood and Lewis at the back 4. Livermore holding, ahead of him Martins, Kone, Chakfatedze, Sema and Bayo as the lone striker. Well, one of Sir Elton John's finest tracks rings around this stadium, of course. The long-term Watford owner. Can Leicester win once more? And after that terrific 5-star display at Stoke a week ago, anything similar would put them 15 clear of third, and who knows, as much as 14 clear of second, although Leeds and Southampton have very winnable games on this championship Saturday. We are going to have a bit of a delay, Tony, because Oliver Langford has had a look at Georgi Chakfatadze. He's seen something he doesn't like and he sent it back to the touchline.
Is it the shin pads? Do you reckon is it shin pads?
He's got some tape out. I think it might be. I think
maybe the socks. It's as in Jack Grealish style. Is he? Yeah, I think he's flagged him on his shin pads. He's now putting a yellow tape round. He's going to look very trendy when he's done it and that. But yeah, you should get your pads done before you go out to play football. And it has caused a little slight delay at the start of the game.
Well, we have an eagle-eyed referee today. That's he's out of position as the game gets underway. The ball goes towards where he would have been. Ricardo in the right back area with an up and under towards the edge of the box, and immediately a chance maybe for Chakfatedze, who is back onto the pitch, and he's got it. Left-hand side of the penalty area. The cross is blocked by Nelson. Important defending on his first start for the football club. Jake Livermore picks it up, and the opening 20 seconds are all Watford here, attacking the end where the Leicester fans are in their yellow and black shirts, black shorts and yellow socks or yellow tape. Leicester all in blue, kicking from right to left as we look at it. But a very good start from Watford, and as we know in this division,
you know, Watford have done all right in this first sort of 10 minutes or so.
Nelson up to Fatu, in on his left foot, runs into Porteous, the centre half. It drops for Daka here, movement ahead of him, slide past to Pratt, Pratt goes down in the penalty area. Penalty. Dennis Pratt fouled in the 9th minute. Watford fans not happy. It started with Fatawu. Daka was very quickly onto it. It was his pass that led to the chance.
The referee plays on. Daka plays the ball, and Dennis Pratt, he just flicks the ball inside, and it's lazy defending, I think. I'm just trying to see who the defender is. You know, Pratt just turns inside, and it is number 16, which is Shakford Tetsa. Perhaps he should have pulled his shin pads up and that, and he wouldn't be doing sloppy challenges like that. In my book, Chris, that's a penalty. It's good skill from Dennis Pratt, and it's over to the main man now, Patson Daka.
He picked up that ball immediately after the referee pointed to the spot. It looked, dare I say, a bit like a forwards challenge back in his own penalty area. Patson Daka in such sparkling form either side of his trip to the Africa Cup of Nations. Here he goes with the penalty kick. Oh, that is too good. He rifles it beyond the goalkeeper to his right-hand side. Such confidence, such composure, such a good start for Leicester City. They lead after 11 minutes at Vicarage Road.
Yeah, just what they needed. And I was sort of thinking to myself, what sort of penalty are we going to see from Patson Daka? And there was absolutely no hesitation. And none of this sort of staggering and walking and all that sort of stuff and that. He just went up with real purpose. And I think he actually realised that, to be fair to the goalkeeper, he was going the same way as the ball. But there's such precision, such power on it. He's not going to get anywhere near it. And watching the replay from behind the goal, yeah, the keeper guesses well. He sort of susses out that Daka's going that way. But, you know, there's so much pace on the ball. It's right in the bottom corner. What a start for Leicester.
But it is so tight from 6th down to 11th that Watford could easily make a run. Now, James Justin is injured, but the game has carried on. And Kone has crashed a crossfield pass to Chakfatete here. Now Lewis stands up the cross. Good defending from Winks. Used his body. Knew that Matthias Martins was coming in for the header maybe. And might have been favourite actually when that ball was hung up. But Winks saved the day.
Well, Martins was claiming a penalty, which is a nonsense, but it was just really good. He just used his body, and sometimes you can use your body as a player. It's not a foul. You use your body and just allow the ball to go over your head, which is exactly what Harry Winks did at the far post.
If Leicester were to go 15 points clear of Ipswich with this victory, well, that would be a mammoth task for them to try and get back. Oh, it's brilliant from Daka. He's picked it up in midfield. He's released Dewsbury Hall. Into the box he goes. And on this occasion, he went for the near post top corner, and he couldn't find it. But we've seen Kiernan Dewsbury Hall score goals like that all season long. But how about the build-up play from Patson Daka, Tony Cossey?
Yeah.
This is better from Watford. They are more of a threat, and they've played it to the left-hand side again. And Lewis down the line here to Sema. And Sema crosses in, and it is blocked by a combination of Nelson and Ricardo, and that's a corner. And they might take this one quickly. They have taken it quickly. Chakvatete has it. Back to Sema. Again. Here is Hoot, who has scored from a lot further out than this season. He goes for goal, and Hermansen could have thrown a cap on that, to be honest. He took a couple of steps and just caught it. That lacked the power where Wesley Hoot scored against Hull from basically the halfway line.
That's going to be a hell of a shot, isn't it, to beat the goalkeeper from there.
You know, has lots of quality. Dewsbury Hall was close to him there. Porteous fires that into Deli Bashiru in midfield, and Hoot passes it out to Sema, and Watford are just beginning to show themselves as a force here. In goes the cross. Rajovic gets across fast, deflects off the Belgium, corner kick, and now you do hear the noise inside Vicarage Road.
Again, good defending from Fass. You know, he didn't do an awful lot, but he just made sure his body was in the right position. If Leicester were to get a second goal, then you would see Watford really have to come forward and try and chase to get a goal back.
Hermansen into midfield. Dangerous ball, brave ball. Dewsbury Hall did well. Winks splits Watford in half. Ricardo drives forward. It's 5 on 4. It's Fatawu into the penalty area. Back to Ricardo, who sweeps home. That is one of the goals of the season. An exceptional, brilliant, majestic team move. They've scored the second in front of the travelling supporters. Ricardo finished it, but my word, on Enzo Maresca's birthday, that was magnificent. 2-0.
What a goal. What a team goal as well, because they just passed the ball around, and you know, I said I was just waiting to see what Leicester do, and the answer is simple. They just stepped it up, little bit of injection of pace and quality and passing movement as well, pass and run, and Ricardo absolutely brilliant. He gets the ball and then he plays it out to Fatawu. Fatawu gives it back to Ricardo. It looks very simple at the end, but it's a really, really good team goal. What a goal, and that should hopefully be game over now.
And Steffi Mavididi heading out to warm up, and at 2-0 down, if you're a Watford defender, suggests you really don't want to see Jamie Vardy or Mavididi. Oh, Winks has gifted Dennis a goal. Well, that is a disaster from Leicester City. Harry Winks so assured in that position. For once, the ball just came straight back off him to Dennis, who had an open goal. There was no danger or threat at all. But in the 63rd minute, Watford have been gifted one back, and it's 2-1.
Well, Dennis will never, ever, ever score an easier goal than that. I mean, Harry Winks is... Oh, my word. I don't know what to say to that. You know, Hermansen plays to Harry Winks on the edge of the box. He gets it. He's trying to flick it with his left foot. All he does is gives it to Dennis right on the penalty spot. He just turns and rolls it into an empty net. I'm praising the goalkeeper for starting the move for the second goal, and then of course when you play a short goal kick, free kick like that, when it goes wrong, it looks awful, but it's all part of the way Leicester are playing at the moment.
Pass's straight pass. Hood's gone for goal again from inside his own penalty area. Scored against Hull. He didn't there. He might have passed it to Emmanuel Dennis, but the striker applauds the centre-back actually. It drifted wide for a goal kick. But now, for the first time today, 65 minutes in, Yellow Army is sung from the Watford supporters. Someone's gone down. Pratt's headed it away. Watford are going to be hoping for a penalty, given that Leicester got one. And here is Dennis. Brilliant pass. He's beyond Doyle. Dennis! Good save from Hermansen at his near post. Watford, a completely different team since they got the goal back.
Good play from Dennis. He got the wrong side of Doyle there, and I thought he might have gone down. He didn't. He decides to stay on his feet. Fair play to him. Tries to squeeze it in the near post, but you know, Hermansen's got that covered.
From the right-hand side, an in-swinger fizzed in. Fass was up, and then Hermansen looked like he was fouled. Dennis pokes wide. The flag was actually up, and it will be offside. But I've just had a look at a replay of that chance, you know, and I think, given what the referee's been given today, Tony Cottee, if Dennis had have gone down, I think he would have had a big decision to make. Tom Ince by the corner flag with McAteer for company. McAteer stuck to him. Ince back to Livermore. Livermore into Aspria. Aspria will shoot. It hits Fass and whizzes just past Hermansen's left-hand post. He was sprinting across to try and make the save there. That wasn't far away from 2-2. Corner kick which Ince is going to take. Watford certainly believe now they can get something from this game. That didn't look likely. In it comes from Ince. Headed away by Ricardo. Firmly to Deli Bashiru on the edge of the penalty area. Recycles it to Ince. Ince swings it in. Hermansen might have to make a save here. How's that one stayed out? Whoa, that looked like it was going in from Hood. The flag is up anyway. I'm honestly not sure whether it was the post or Hermansen, but it stayed out. It will be a free kick, but it looked for a second there like it was 2-2.
I think it was Hermansen. If the corner's half cleared, comes back out to Tom Ince, and it's sort of flicked on, and he's at the far post. It's a good save. It's a good save from the keeper, I think.
Here is Aspria to Hood now in the left wing position. Tries to go beyond McAteer. McAteer did well, really well. And Winks will bring the ball away. And Leicester might be able to finish Watford off now if they want to. Dennis has trapped Winks all the way. Mavididi drifts beyond him beautifully. He's still going, Steffi Mavididi. He's still going, and he almost scores one of the goals of the campaign, but it drifts just past the left-hand post. Does his shot.
Yeah, he was unlucky. He beat two players coming on his right foot.
You can understand why he went for goal. Here's Ricardo. Time is almost up. Ricardo couldn't get that ball out to Dewsbury Hall, but then he does, and that is that. And Leicester have won yet again. This incredible championship campaign has another 3 points. In the end, hard fought after Emmanuel Dennis got one back from Watford. Harry Winks looks relieved. He says to Enzo Maresco, I know. But Jamie Vardy says, do not worry. Goals from Patson Daka from the penalty spot, and then a very special team goal finished off by Ricardo, the difference. And Maresca runs to Harry Winks and picks him up and hugs him. Great management and a great 3 points. Full-time score at a golden Vicarage Road with this sunset. Watford 1, Leicester 2.